Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting BillKeyz Wednesday commentary. Let's do this. Hi everybody, how's it going? BillKeyz here, and I got my buddy Miles. First time to the channel here, so that's good. Miles is going to be doing a lot more with us, and in the background and also on video as many times as we can. So, Miles, awesome. So today what we're going to be talking about is the games in 2018 that we just wanted to recognize, other than ones that I'm going to be buying and or want to buy. These are just what's kind of left over. And don't forget in the comments, post what you guys think, if we left something out, of course, like any of the other games that you guys want to get. These are just games that I thought I saw. So our first game here is A Way Out. So basically what this game is a co-op only game. It's either you play online or you play on with our, I don't know if you can play couch, I guess, together, like two people sitting in the same room. So Miles, what's your thoughts on this game, honestly?
Well, my thoughts on this game, just right out the bat, it's from the guy who did Tale of Two Brothers, I believe the game was called. Coming from an indie developer to something that's now possibly a $60 game, you know, it was, the first game was $20, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, correct.
But, you know, they've come a long way since then, and I just think a co-op only game it's risky.
Very ballsy.
Very ballsy.
Very
Because,
ballsy.
I mean, right off the bat, you're not going to get a lot of people who are, who plays with their buddies these days.
Correct. Well, just because of that, you might not want to buy this game because of that. So, and it's supposed to release early of 2018. Now, you're going to have some developers that's going to come. The developers are actually going to talk and things like that. But the main thing about this game is it starts off in a prison, and as you can see, it goes to other places. So, how far does it go? You know what I mean? Is it for $60? And we don't know. Probably it's going to be a $6 game. Even if it's a $40 game, $39.99. Where does the money lie to do this? Because, like I said, I'm not going to buy it at all. So it may be a GameFly game, but it'll be way on the list of things. So I can't wait to see what people's going to think. Now, if you have buddies that want to play, be interesting to see. So any other thoughts about this game?
And I mean, just for like I said, an indie developer to have EA originals behind them. I mean, despite the fact as much as bad heat that EA has gotten lately.
Correct.
You know, they're still a powerhouse. You know,
yeah, they always will have their place in the gaming world. For sure.
You know, that means that these new guys had something to show, and they were pretty impressed. You know, like I said earlier, the co-op only is like Billy said, ballsy move.
Very ballsy.
Because I mean, there's no going over your buddy's house and playing games. It's all strictly online. So that means that's where the money lies in. You don't have to buy one copy.
That's it.
You don't have to buy two copies.
That's right. Well, the good news about it is that the big conflict and the final thing I have to say is that how playing with other people online that you don't know, if they just want to be douchebags,
yeah, they
can be douchebags, and then it doesn't make the game fun. So that's really where it lies. So don't forget to let us know what y'all think about this game in the comments, and if you're gonna buy it or not buy it. So that's final thoughts. Final thoughts. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye bye. What's up, everybody? So now the game we're gonna be talking about is Red Dead Redemption 2. Actually, I really want Miles' thoughts because this game for me is not a game that it's not a must-buy game. I know it's a big game, and it's sad to say that, but the point of the matter is, go ahead, Miles. What do you think about this?
Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, I wasn't a real fan of Red Dead Redemption 1, which is probably a very unpopular statement.
Correct. Yes.
Actually, my only, you know, I'm probably gonna get criticized for this, but my only experience with Red Dead is I bought the Zombies DLC.
Yeah, which a lot of people did. Yeah, exactly.
And you know, I just remember running through the West, and I was about to get into town, and a Jaguar jumped out and killed me, and I was like, oh, done, and I went traded in, you know. But I know a lot of people who are still playing the online of the original Red Dead, and they just love this game so much, and I know how long people have waited for this game. So it's really good to see that, you know, it's they're
coming out with well, they've been waiting a long time for this game, and we're not saying it is bad. We're just saying that it's not. That's alligator, by the way. We're just saying it's not nothing that we got to go run out and buy. And we really like to know what you guys think about it because we want to know more about it. You know, try to use the comments to hype us up because we would like to know.
This is just my personal preference. I'm not a big fan of Rockstar games. Anyway.
Of any of their stuff?
I didn't really play Grand Theft Auto growing up.
Oh, okay. Well,
I played a little bit as I got older.
It is a Grand Theft Auto of the Wild West.
Yeah.
But my biggest thing is I hope for it to do well. It probably will do well.
Oh, yeah.
It says spring, so we'll see what happens. And the big thing is what else comes out that month and to see what it competes with. But it's probably a Game of the Year category. It's probably a Game of the Year. So that's really my final thoughts. I don't know about anything else.
I mean, like Billy said, for my final thought, just the time they release it is key because you can look at same thing with Overwatch, and then what was the Battleborn came out, and you don't even hear about Battleborn. Same thing, unfortunately, with when World War II, Call of Duty World War II, and Star Wars Battlefront 2 got released within 2 weeks of each other, and you don't even hear about Star Wars.
Correct. Yeah.
All you're hearing about is Call of Duty, right?
That's right. Well, no jetpacks, so amen for that. So.
Yeah, for real. Backing off the blowing limbs off in the trenches.
That's it. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So we have System Shock here, which is I don't know if it's an indie game, but it's definitely a game. I don't even know really who makes it, but I saw it. When I looked up all the games that are coming out in 2018, I saw it and I was like, well, let me take a look. And usually what I do is I overlook these videos and I was like, is this something that I'm interested in? Do I think it's something that needs to be talked about? And we just got one watching the footage because Miles never heard of this game. But Miles is more of a horror type of guy, so go ahead and
right off the bat, I see that it's
2072.
Interesting. It's 50 years in the future.
Yeah, I'll be dead.
It's kind of what I'm trying to put it as. It kind of has a Portal vibe to it.
Okay.
In the sense
maybe
of not
BioShock? Mixed with BioShock maybe?
Portal with a BioShock mix, only for the fact of in Portal you have a killer AI.
Oh, Dead Space too.
And Dead Space.
That's right, it does have a mixture.
So it's a mixture of all three.
I wonder if them cameras are going to have something be involved with it. You know, where you can see the cameras and kind of spectate.
And I think
and it's not just guns that you run around with. It looks like you have weapons too.
You get from what I've seen from the trailer, you get a giant sledgehammer, which is really interesting. But as far as the games of 2016, 2017, a lot of the horror games now are you can't fight back. That's the main theme.
Yeah.
And they're kind of going
Outlast,
back.
Things like that. Huh?
Outlast. You have Outlast 1 and 2. Aliens. The most recent Aliens game.
Gotcha,
you can fight back to some extent, but I mean,
it's not the main point.
Yeah.
Like
but this one, it just seems like you can just kind of maul through everybody.
Yeah.
You eventually get a gun and...
Well, the truth of the matter is, it's a mixture. You should be able to do a mixture of one or the other. Kind of like a stealth game like Metal Gear. You can either go in guns a-blazing, or you can stealth around and kill people. So you should be able to do both.
And whoever's playing this pre-alpha footage is, obviously doesn't care about stealth. He's just kind of
this is one of the guns they pick up.
And then you have the Power Ranger Alpha ripoff. Exactly. The R2 Alpha.
But it's interesting. Like right here, he doesn't notice. They don't notice him. Look, he's just standing there, hanging out. He freezes them though, so he shoots and freezes, which is like when he beats him to death. So.
And I mean, this would probably be for me. I wouldn't purchase this.
But what would be a price range you think?
Man,
what it would
just the way it looks and just the way things are going. Everything's pretty much a $60 game now.
Yeah,
unless you're on Steam or.
Well, this is not a $60 game in my opinion. So
no.
I would say most would be the $39.99 range, but probably $29.99.
Some of the best games I've bought were $29 and $39.99 games. What's really interesting to me is. You saw the green face on the screen. She makes an interesting statement when she says, "You thought you created me, but I was always here."
Ah, okay.
So it's either going to be an AI fighting back against the humans, Skynet, the whole thing, and you just most likely to be the lone survivor just trying to get out.
And it's like whacking through things and killing everything that moves. So that's mainly myself. But Miles is more of a horror type of genre game. So that's pretty much my final thoughts on that. So I think if you're into this. Let us know in the comments if you give us your goods and bads about this System Shock game because we want to know. And I mean, just for us to put it on the list to pick it out is something that is good. So what about you else?
And like I tell Billy, I told Billy earlier that I tend to once a year I'll pick a game that I know nothing about and I'll just buy it.
And this could be the game.
Yeah, I mean, just what I've seen from it so far, it has the potential. I'm not saying that it will be.
Yeah.
It has potential.
But it can be in the list of those games.
Yeah. So. Usually I'll wait, like everybody else, and I'll wait till either Walmart, GameStop, or whatever, they'll have their sale and be like, all right, here's the time to jump on something.
This is going to be probably, I don't know, it might only be for PC, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we're kind of both hoping that it's not for PC only.
System Shock. Check it out.
2018. Boom.
What's up, guys? So Darksiders 3, me and Miles noticed something when we started to watch this is that looks like Kratos right there.
Kratos? War?
Kratos, yeah, the God of War. That's his name,
okay.
Kratos. Is his name? Yeah, his name's
No,
Kratos.
it's not. It's just the Horseman of War in the.
Oh, I just think God of War. Yeah, look how much I know about these games. So, but we're gonna start the footage right here. First things first. I was wrong. That's awesome because God of War is next on the list. But don't tell nobody. The main thing about this for Darksiders 2. That's right, because he's the force of the apocalypse.
Yeah, 4 horsemen.
That's right. The main thing about this is to last in a. She got a whip. First of all, if you haven't, you're going to tell by the gameplay. But the main thing for it to last through all the God of Wars and all the other games, to still be making games is showing that they care enough to make the game, I guess. So, go ahead.
What I think is really great. I'm actually really late to the Darksiders franchise. I just actually bought them on my PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Just because I've heard so much. I have a good friend of mine who's really into these games. He's like, "Mom, you need to try them out." So I did, and I ended up buying 2 on a buy 2 get 1 free coupon only because I didn't know what else to buy, and it was there.
I understand.
What I think is really interesting, if you play through the Darksiders, War, he'll mention the fact of my brothers will come or my brothers are coming.
Yeah, okay.
And the fact that whenever when the big thing was THQ, when they went out of business or they were bought out or bankrupt, I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
A lot of people were freaking out because they promised us 4 Darksiders.
Oh, okay.
And we only got 2. So,
well, I think, but they came out. Didn't they have one that has another horseman in it?
Death, Darksiders 2.
Yeah, okay.
The older brother.
Gotcha.
Of War.
Okay.
Well, what I think is interesting, his statement, like we mentioned for System Shock, you got to listen to what everybody says.
Yeah.
How he says, my brothers are coming, but, this one's a girl. So it could be, I know there's people who will refer to somebody as a brother, but, it's a female, and that's just a general.
Well, the Horse of the Apocalypse could be technically anyone.
Yeah.
In reality. So.
What I think is really interesting, I noticed on the back, you can see right there, if any of you have watched Star Wars Rebels, it kind of looks like an Inquisitor's lightsaber. So that's what I thought her whip was coming out of. And
well,
like,
no,
that's
I think that's like double blades, honestly.
That'd be really cool.
Like R1 blade in the hand.
Yeah, well, I like this game. If you see earlier, as we were talking, you see the one of the first or second guy that War meets in the first game.
Yeah.
It's a giant. And he's back.
Okay.
So they're integrating everything, which I think is awesome.
Well, gameplay looks smooth. I mean, it doesn't look like, whip's a different weapon, which I like that because you're used to using swords and mallets and stuff. Well, they do need to give her, though, I think, and maybe that's what this is. This needs to be a throw-in weapon. You have to give her, you got to give her more than just one thing. And really, I'm okay with a game that you only have one weapon.
Yeah.
But it has to be a very efficient, but it has to be more power-ups, like where you can do this, you do this, you do this, you do this.
Or even where it branches, like if you go through one branch, like it goes through power, it goes through.
And what's weird is that some people don't like this, but even if you make the different power-ups, you change the color of her when she lives. It don't have to be red, it can be yellow, it can be blue. And I know it's weird because people want to have 100 different weapons, but in reality, iconic weapons are okay. People cosplay as these iconic people, and their weapons are iconic. Cloud's sword in Final Fantasy VII, the first sword he ever has, and is iconic.
I mean, Link and the Master Sword with Legend of Zelda.
Exactly. It doesn't have to change for it to be a weapon that we like. So it's really a fine line of, I guess, people who play these games. And I'm excited. I mean, you get to be like a cool Indiana Jones person. So
yeah, this for me, it wouldn't be on my.
They got a good target system too. Like
I have to buy.
Yes.
This will be.
But it is a game that needs to be mentioned.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Darksiders, even though I didn't buy it myself. I just see it as a franchise people love. Same thing with Red Dead. I know, like I said earlier, a ton of people love Red Dead, and it wasn't my forte. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll eventually play Darksiders 3, but it's not on my top priorities list.
And really, the bad guys are really awesome. The different good variety. So overall, I mean, we hope it to be good. That's really our main thing. We really want the game to be good. So
because I mean, in all honesty, towards the end of THQ's life, that Darksiders is kind of one of the main.
Yeah, that's all they got left. That's one of the things they got left. They don't
because I mean, they lost the wrestling to EA.
Yeah.
And
that was their main thing.
Yeah.
Wrestling was awesome.
That's what I'm looking forward to. It, like I said, not a right away buy, but an eventual buy.
Most definitely. So
yeah.
Pretty much final thoughts. That was it.
That was it, man.
All right, so hopefully let us know in the comments if you like this game, if you're going to buy it, and if you're really going to buy it, why? We want to know. We really want to know, like, exactly, Billy, this is why I'm going to buy this game. It's so good, well, you know, all the things that I saw. And tell us something that we might have not said or didn't know. Hey, what's up, guys? So now we're going to talk about Detroit, did I say it right? Beyond Human. So what this is like a... I don't like to compare it to other games, but that's what we do. It's a heavy rain, that type of game. Every year you got them games that come out like that.
Yeah.
But it's based off of androids. Now supposedly, there is multiple endings, multiple versions, multiple. You can save the girl, not save the girl, jump off a cliff, whatever. And that's what the repercussions of the game imply. So what would you?
Well, I didn't realize that it was called Detroit Beyond Human.
That's right.
Well, a couple years ago they had Beyond Two Souls that came out.
Oh, okay.
So it may be a Beyond game, or it may be the Beyond franchise, whichever.
And this lady's racist, by the way. She don't like robots.
So why are you not sitting a real human when you're sitting a robot?
Yeah, look at her. Look at his face. He is offended. Look at him. He's mad. He's gonna go so mad he's gonna eat this fish. But sorry, Mom.
No, you're good, man. The main thing, these are kind of like a cult classic these days. You know, I mean, a lot of people buy them, and well, I'm sorry, a lot of people don't buy them, but the people who buy them end up loving them.
Yeah. It's a very following of these games, like Heavy Rain, things like that. So.
What I think is good is, you know, I have friends who've played through Heavy Rain multiple times and gotten different endings, and to me,
I'm trying to think of what the last one was like this.
Beyond Two Souls.
What? No. Dawn Until Dawn.
Yes.
Until Dawn. Supposedly Until Dawn was pretty short, right?
Yeah.
Pretty short.
I think some friends of mine sat down. We beat it like twice.
Right. That's the newest one that came out.
Yeah, the most recent.
Yeah. We actually got that for free. I have that now. If we got it for free. Yeah, for PlayStation Plus.
But yeah, you know, I've played so many of these games, and it's just, I don't think it'll be one for me. I'll probably really have to watch the trailer and never look at it.
Yeah, correct, exactly, yeah. Just here to talk. Same thing with me, like, I don't even think I'm going to put this on GameFly, but I do feel it's innovative enough and something new that it needs to be mentioned. You know, and that's a lot of what these videos are. This video is about talking about games that need to be mentioned, and feel free to, in the comments, to let us know, no, this is the greatest game ever, blah, blah, blah. That's what we want to hear. We want to know what's going on in the world, so, of these games, because we want to know where you lie in that, so, final thoughts, Miles? Nothing really?
I mean, after I watch the trailer, I'll probably never look
at it. Does it get you going? No, does it?
I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks like a beautiful game.
Percentage. It is very graphical.
And
this is not full 1080p or not. That's the only thing I can get from taking off the internet. So
you know, I mean, it looks interesting. You know, like you said, every choice you make, every word you say, it'll affect the probability. If you say something else, it'll probably jump it up to like 65% chance of.
Gotcha.
You know, doing something different.
What about you just stand there for like 6 hours? I don't know what that does.
Just run the game time.
Yeah, that's
all it'll really do.
Yeah, long best game ever.
But game of the year, best game ever.
Look at that. It's very innovative, though. I mean, it kind of. I mean, what are they set up? Oh, I think they have a person jumping up.
Yeah, it looks like that somebody got kidnapped, and you could tell if you look in the early trailer, they had a case that was pulled, and you had an MP5 that was kind of.
Oh, they have a guy holding a girl hostage. That's what's going on. Okay. So, all right, so that's pretty much it. Final thoughts is that you know, if you guys like it, Apple iPad. Oh, he's an Android though.
So.
That's what's interesting. I wonder if these are androids in biological too, like they actually have big skin, like the Terminator, the Arnold. So overall, not my thing, but I feel it needs to be mentioned in this video. So like I said, let us know what you guys think of this. So, hi everybody, we're back. This is our last one of the video here. God of War. Now, interesting enough that they call it God of War, which is fine, you know. It's like the Ghostbusters movie. You gotta come up with something. Put God of War, The Fallen Son, or I don't know what the hell you need to call it, but you need to call it something than just that, because if it's, I know it's a reboot, whatever, and I'm not against the son being there, by no means. I'm not. But it just needs to be, like my son, if he watched this, he would never know that there was another God of War. He would just think it's it. That was awesome. What's going on here? It's gonna just come back?
He's gonna call it back?
Dude. Legit. Now, for me, I'm a father. To have a son protagonist, is that the right word? Protagonist? Or a
side character?
Side character. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm trying to be smart. It was my smartness. That's not even a word either. But So to have a son as a side person, it'd be cool if he's more interactive. But that's going to be dear to my heart. This was hard to put on the... It's hard not to want to play this game. Truthfully. It's hard... Is that somebody's head right here? Look at that. So, straight up, this gangster. And I got a lot to say about this, so I will let Myles talk. I apologize. But I can't wait to really see where they're going to go with this. I would like Myles. Go ahead, Myles. What you got? I'm going to have something.
As somebody who's only played through, like, the first God of War and, like, halfway through the second one.
Okay, I played the remastered one that they did for PS4, so...
My initial thoughts is, I know how God of War 3 ended. You know, I'm not sure if this is just a continuation or if it's a soft reboot.
No, this is... I think it's a whole... another story. Okay. Because in reality, Kratos' son... And Kratos didn't have a son, he had a daughter.
Okay.
They died. In the first God... I'm almost positive in the first God of War, even if you had a son, they all died. That shield's awesome, sorry. So this is like a whole... Like a separate sideline. What would happen if this happened?
I mean, well, he still has a Greek symbol on his back, if you didn't notice.
Yeah, correct. And really, he has powers, but he doesn't. He's not the God of War here. He's just Kratos. He's just Kratos. Yeah, exactly.
What I think was really cool is it got away from the chains, and I mean, you still, like you just saw with the axe, you still have some semblance of when he had the twin swords with the chains, but like we saw earlier in the trailer, he throws it and it lands, and he has to run and go grab it.
Yeah, correct.
You know, which I think is really cool. It's really the subtle things for me that it's like, man, that's cool. You know, and.
Sorry, I'm sorry. That was funny. So, look, son. So, be cool if so you might be able to play as the son, but it'd be cool if the son could give you shoot archer, shoot something.
Yeah, shoot support.
Or shoot support, or you split screen, not like you split to where okay, you fighting. Oh, you go to the son while Kratos is doing over here, but you get to use the bow.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. Overall, the character that you fight, they have a good variety just from the gameplay trailer, of course. You know, a lot of people's not about timing event. That was awesome, but not about timing events, but quick time events. But you're gonna get that in this type of game. And to be honest, this is God of War is one of the games. Yeah, God of War is one of the games that started the quick time event. So
yeah,
in real life. So
what I think is really cool is, like I said, I keep saying this.
And you get a P-Rogue. So
yeah, early in the trailer, you know, Kratos was staring down all these enemies, and you just see his little boy with the bow, just like, I'm gonna stay with Dad and hang out, you know.
But also, this could be where they pass the torch to the son, and they can make games with him.
Yeah. Well.
This is a sea monster. There's a sea monster somewhere. I don't know what that is, but it's huge.
That's cool. It's a kraken.
Oh wow, that's intense. But I'm really stoked about this game, and it's an iconic game, but it's not. Still, it didn't make the. Yeah, there's the big sea monster. Yeah. Well, this monster helps you, but they don't tell you too much. They were trying to. I remember in the E3, they were trying to talk to the guy, and they didn't tell you much. So it was really funny. I think he's the one who actually gives you your axe or whatever. I don't know how it all works out, But overall, very graphical game. We want this game to succeed. We want this game to be the best it could be. But Myles, we think must buy or at least.
Once I beat all the other ones, it'll be
correct.
on
well, this is definitely a $60 title.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is a $59.95 title.
And I mean, God of War wasn't really. It also came out in the age where you didn't have DLC, so there's no doubt that PlayStation's trying to push DLC
correct.
for this.
Well, the thing about this, what they should have done is. I hate to bring up The Witcher 3, they should have made it open world like that.
Yeah.
Where you can go and eventually, because that's what makes games like, to me, Witcher 3 had a great story and stuff, but that's what makes that game continuously play over and over, because open world games is where you can go do things. And even if the game's not that good, you can still go, you know, everybody has their different opinions, but you can do things like that. The only thing bad about God of War is known for it's like, okay, well, like the axe is going to be a great weapon. We just talked about weapons with Darksiders 3. So overall, but it's a $60 title. So go buy it. I don't really think we're saying it's bad or not good, but we would like to know if you're going to buy this and why you're going to buy this in the comments. So, final thoughts.
Don't get me wrong. If I wouldn't have known that there was, if I was completely illiterate, didn't know there was a God of War game before, but oh man, that looks like a new game. It looks really cool. I'm going to try it out. But to me, you know, even though there's a slight chance that it's a add-on from the first three, I'm gonna want to play through the first three before I can be like, okay, now I can play this new God of War.
Well, the good thing about this, I think you can play this and not even play the other ones. It looks like, it seems like there's no, other than him being Kratos, I don't think there's no tie into the other ones, to be honest. So, all right, well, that's pretty much it. Go buy this.
Yeah, go buy it. Support.
I think it should be good.
Yeah, great.
Hello everyone. Thank you guys for watching another BillKeyz Wednesday commentary. And don't forget, there's a playlist for all different types of games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Call of Duty, Ghost Recon Wildlands, and Overwatch. Those are the main games I've been playing. And don't forget, there's also a Patreon. So if you'd like to contribute to that, thank you very much. And like I always say, my name is BillKeyz, and you guys out there have a great and wonderful day.